What's up, friends? I'm Deirdre and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you found me. Today we are doing two looks with Natasha Denona's latest palette, the Yucca Palette. So this is a palette that initially I resisted on buying, but then right after she launched both this palette and her new concealer, she was having a 25% off sale. I was surprised to see these in her sale because they are such new launches, and I was so inspired by the color story that I decided to pick them up at that sale price. Anytime there's a significant sale on something that I'm interested in, I always post that in my community tab on YouTube. So if you're not subscribed and you want to be notified when those sales happen, go ahead and subscribe, and I got your back, girl. I will let you know. With your initial purchase, you do get $5 credit back, and every purchase you make, you do earn money with her. So I think if you are consistently buying Natasha Denona, or even once in a while, it makes sense to do that on her site instead of the Sephora site, especially with the sales that she has been running lately. After the 25% off sale, she actually did launch another one, which was up to 40% off. So let's talk about the details of the Yucca palette. There are 15 new shades in it, and it contains 3 formulas: the sparkling foiled, which I'm super familiar with and love, as well as the matte, and there's one metallic shade in it. The metallic shade is Ray. Immediately off the bat, the shade that I am most excited about is the Plantasia shade. I see that being so versatile, and it's actually what I have on my eyes right now. So this is one look that we're going to create, and the other one is one that I pulled from Natasha Denona's reels, and she used about 5 different shades in that reel, and so we are going to recreate that one as well. That is a color combination that I never would have thought of on my own, but I loved the way that it turned out, so I'm excited to show you all how to achieve that look also. So she starts with a brown liner, and I don't have the one that she uses, but I'm just going to use this by Shiseido. She is pretty messy with the liner. She does go under, and then she goes up pretty messily. She does a triangle here. She uses flax to buff that out. Smoke that liner out, just like that. And then she takes this orangey shade and she puts it in the crease. I am getting a fair amount of kickback from this shade. It applies pretty nicely to the lid. Okay, and then she uses Valley, which is a browner shade, to just blend those two together, especially here. That is creating a really neat effect. So then she takes the shimmer shade that is called Elysian, and it's actually the one that I am the least drawn to. So I'm glad I'm following this tutorial because it helps me to branch out. And she just applies that all over the center of the lid. It's so nice doing eyes first because you don't have to be worried about fallout at all. It's a beautiful, beautiful color, and it's blending both into the orangey tone and the brown tone so nicely, and just making everything come together. So the next thing she does is she uses a product that I don't have. It is a bright green eyeliner, but what I thought I could do instead is use a cream colored eyeliner and then go over it with the bright green in the palette. So the placement is really unique. It's on the inner corner of the eye. Now I'm just going to take a really small brush and try to lay this bright green color over and pack that over this cream liner and see if it holds. Yeah, it's working beautifully. It's really making the green pop, which is exactly what I was hoping for. I'm just going to take a blending brush to kind of buff this in. So I'm happy with where I'm at right now. I'm going to repeat the look on the other eye, and then we'll come back to add some mascara. Using my Tower 28 Make Waves mascara, I'm just going to clean up the edges with a little bit of makeup remover. Okay, so now I have a really crisp line exactly where I want the eyeshadow to end. But I do want to build up this bright green color because it kind of is like the statement of the look. So I'm just gonna build that up a little bit. It did work really well over that nude colored liner, and that's such a cheapy liner from Essence. That's a great trick if you want like some liner to pop a little bit more. Go down with a cream liner and then lay down your lighter color on top. To finish the bottom lash line, I do just want to add some of the shimmer color that I applied to the top lid just in between here, just to bring that cohesion to the look. The look is complete. I just did a pretty minimal blush and bronzer look. I wanted to keep with kind of the peachy tone of the crease color, and I think that this look turned out so beautifully. I don't think that this will obviously be for everyone. The neutrals on the lid make this super wearable. Even though there is a really bright green in my inner corner, I would totally wear this for a night out, a Friday or a Saturday night out, even date night. I think it's super fun, it's different, and in a weird way, it is really flattering. So I'm so glad that I picked this tutorial from Natasha Denona's page because I never would have thought of this combination of colors on my own, but I'm really, really loving how this turned out. And this really is just a testament to the genius of this color palette, and I absolutely love the bright green on the inner corner. It just adds a little something special. So for look 2, I'm going to center it around the shade Plantasia, which is the shade that I was initially the most drawn to in the palette. And I'm going to try to create something that is pretty for every day, but still a little bit different. I think that that will be really easy to achieve, considering just the quality and the blendability of Natasha Denona's metallic shades. These are just so easy to work with, and every time that you use them, they just kind of look effortless. So even though these colors may seem a little bit loud or different, I think that they will look really nice once blended on the face. To start kind of carving out the border of the look, I'm going to dip into Ixa and Valley and then just use that in the crease. I carried that darker shade into the inner corner as well. Sometimes I experience a little bit of swollenness or puffiness right here. And when I put a darker shade there and I just carry my crease color there, it helps recede that kind of puffiness that I'm experiencing. Okay, next I'm going to take Tipu on a flat brush and just kind of start packing that towards the outer corner. That is a really cool shade. It's a touch grungy, but it's so wearable, and it goes so nicely with the more brown tones. Okay, so I just used this Calathea shade to start deepening up the outer corner of the eye. And it's building really nicely. It's not too intensely pigmented when you first pick it up, which is exactly how I like my especially darker mattes to be. So just want to give you a look at how I deepened up the outer corner using that last shade. Okay, I'm happy with the mattes. I'm gonna go in with my finger on the Plantasia shade and just apply Plantasia across the middle of the lid. Okay, wow, that is so pretty. I'm applying it over the mattes as well because it creates a different gradient when applied just to my eyelid versus applied over the darker mattes, and it's really pretty. I'm gonna go in with the color Ray on the inner corner. For the bottom waterline, I think I'm gonna keep it pretty simple. I'm just gonna go in with a cream liner from Essence. I'm gonna wet a flat brush and use Willow as the upper liner. And I'm just gonna wing this out a tiny bit. Okay, that looks so cool. Okay, I love this look. Before I ruin it, I am going to curl my eyelashes and put some mascara on. Okay guys, so overall I am really excited about this palette. I am so glad that she did have that 25% off sale, because otherwise I probably would have resisted. But now that I've played with the shades, I would have paid the full price knowing how good the quality of these shadows is. The mattes blend themselves out, and a lot of the shades look more wearable once you apply them than they do in the pan. So for the green shimmers, I think that those, when applied, they lean more goldeny yellow. So they're not super grungy green if you don't want them to be. If you really want them to pack that punch, you could wet a brush, you could lay down a green before and then go in with those shimmers and really achieve that green grungy look. But they're super versatile in that you can also shift them to be a more everyday golden shimmer. I can't wait to continue to be inspired by the different colors and playing with different combinations of this. If you think that you can hold off for a sale, I'm sure that Natasha will have another sale, so I will keep you updated in my community tab. I will post as soon as those sales happen. You guys will know. All right, friends, that is all from me today. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today and for considering liking and subscribing below. I really appreciate it. But until next time, I will see you in a few days for my next video. Okay, bye.